silence and magnificence of old forests, where giant trees have stood for hundreds of years, life and nature blend harmoniously, evoking pristine and mysterious beauty. In that peaceful atmosphere, the sound of chainsaws echoed, signaling the arrival of a lumberjack. Courageous and experienced people, carrying sharp saws and modern machinery. Logging is a series of activities that require high technology, experience, and smooth coordination between people and machines. To exploit large tree trunks that are hundreds of years old, powerful specialized machinery is needed, along with experienced and skilled woodsmen. Let's dive into the details of the work and the equipment used in this mining process. At the heart of the mining process are high-capacity chainsaws. This saw has a powerful engine, powered by fuel or sometimes by electricity for more modern models, helping to increase cutting performance optimally. Their saw blades are long and very sharp, specially designed to handle tree trunks with wide diameters up to several meters. The sharp blade, made from heavy-duty and corrosion-resistant steel, can cut through hardwood without getting stuck. This saw makes a roaring sound when operating. Each powerful cut causes pieces of wood to fly around, creating a very impressive scene. Lumberjacks who use this chainsaw must have strong skills. They know how to adjust the cutting force and tilt angle of the machine accurately to ensure that the tree will fall in a pre-calculated direction, avoiding damage to surrounding trees and ensuring safety for everyone. Sometimes lumberjacks will have to work in wet conditions, so controlling the saw requires a lot of dexterity to keep the machine steady in their hands and avoid slipping. After the tree is cut down, next is the process of processing and transporting the tree trunk using heavy excavators and forklifts. Huge excavators with long hydraulic arms, equipped with special wooden clamps, can easily grip tree trunks and lift them off the ground. These clamps have a flexible structure so as not to damage the precious wood inside. The excavator's arm can rotate 360 degrees, making moving and arranging trees onto trucks easier and more accurate. These excavators are often installed on large crawlers instead of wheels, so they can move firmly on rough terrain with lots of mud and tree roots emerging in the forest. The crawler system ensures that the excavator does not get bogged down, even when climbing steep or bumpy sections. Once the tree trunks have been cut and lifted, the final step is to transport the wood out of the forest area using heavy trucks. These trucks are also specifically designed for timber transport, with sturdy chassis and powerful hydraulic systems. Car trunks often have high and wide bars, helping to keep large tree trunks steady during travel. The track wheels of large trucks allow the vehicle to overcome dangerous mountainous terrain, even muddy fields or high slopes that conventional wheels cannot pass through. The advanced shock absorber system helps trucks carry heavy tree trunks without difficulty while minimizing vibration and impact on the tree trunk, helping to protect wood quality. Finally, the people who make up the soul of this job are experienced lumberjacks. They are people who have worked in the industry for many years and have extensive knowledge about each type of tree, terrain, and characteristics of the forest. These workers are not only experts in operating heavy machinery, but they are also able to read the tree's structure, determine the age and value of the wood, and from there make a decision on whether to harvest it. How to optimize output. When deep in the forest, each worker is equipped with thick protective clothing, helmets and goggles to avoid danger from flying pieces of wood or sudden falling trees. They also often use walkie-talkies to keep in touch with each other, ensuring safety and coordination throughout the work process. Skilled lumberjacks will control the operations of the saw, understand how to adjust each small movement of the excavator, and know how to load wood onto the truck safely and effectively. The whole mining process takes place as a rhythmic series of work, where the power of nature blends with modern technology. Each powerful and precise movement of the machine and the ingenuity of humans create a unique scene in the deep forest. Large trucks slowly move through the paths carrying large tree trunks out of the forest, leaving behind traces of careful, meticulous, and powerful labor. Woodcutters are the epitome of courage and exquisite skill. Their work requires not only strength, but also dexterity and the ability to work at height with absolute precision. To be able to cut down large trees safely, lumberjacks must know how to climb the tree. Cut gradually from the top down and handle each branch and branch to ensure the tree falls in the right direction and does not cause danger. Before starting work, lumberjacks will wear protective clothing, including helmets, goggles, thick gloves, and special coats to prevent slipping. In particular, they wear a set of safety belts and climbing ropes to be able to climb trees safely. This rope set has sturdy buckles and clasps, helping them cling to tree trunks when working at dangerous heights. Lumberjacks also carry special spiked shoes to firmly grip the bark, helping them not to slip when moving along the tree trunk. The main tool that lumberjacks use is a high-powered chainsaw with sharp blades and lightweight, making it easy for them to operate at height. These chainsaws are equipped with powerful, stable engines that can cut through thick tree branches, but are still flexible enough for lumberjacks to maneuver at height. The saw blade is long and sharp, capable of quickly cutting through large tree branches without using too much force, helping them save energy during work. Work begins when the lumberjack climbs the tree. They tie their safety belts around the tree trunk, and every time they climb a section, they stop to tie the ropes and check their safety. At a certain height, they start cutting from the top of the tree down. Cutting gradually from the top helps control the direction of the tree's fall, minimizing the risk of harming surrounding trees or the area below. When cutting each tree branch, the lumberjack must choose the location to place the saw and calculate the cutting angle so that the branch will fall in the right place. Each saw must be performed with high precision because a small mistake can cause the tree branch to fall in the wrong direction, endangering both the worker and those working below. Once they have cut the large branches, they continue working down the trunk, gradually working on smaller branches until they completely reach the base. While the lumbermen work at height, the team below always observes and coordinates, informing the lumberjacks about the conditions below, safe distances, and being prepared to handle fallen tree branches. They also assist in cleaning up tree branches that have been cut and placed in the staging area to ensure the ground is clear and avoid causing obstructions or dangers to workers at height. Pruning trees from the top down not only requires high technique, but also requires strength and flexibility. Working in narrow spaces, at high altitudes, and sometimes facing adverse weather, lumberjacks must always be alert and highly focused. They have the experience to know which tree branches can be cut off and which branches need to be kept so that the tree does not become